today I'm doing this update video, and I'm just going to update you on my life lately. If you haven't noticed, I haven't been posting a lot, or if you follow me on Instagram, you know. I actually was in the hospital and my lung collapsed, and I'm going to go into that a little bit more in depth. But basically, about 2 weeks ago, I graduated, and I was super busy with that. That's why I kind of had been posting less frequently, and then if you noticed, I haven't posted at all in the past week because, like I said, I was in the hospital and I haven't been feeling that great, but I promise once I feel better that I will start posting more. So basically, I will go into detail on what happened. So I think it happened on a Friday because it was my brother's graduation that day, and I was just feeling really off. Now that we think back on it, obviously at the time I didn't know this, and I would just, like, when I ate stuff, it felt off, my eyesight was off, and I was around my family, obviously, that day and Saturday, and everybody was just kind of like, you just seem off. But it didn't really happen till Sunday morning. I'd woken up and I had horrible, horrible chest pain. I could barely move. I could barely breathe. I was crying a lot, and it lasted for a few hours, but then it kind of started to subside and it went away a bit. So I had scheduled a doctor's appointment for that day. It was a Sunday, so obviously it was like an urgent care thing. But when it got better, I actually ended up canceling it and I didn't go. So the whole day I kind of had chest pains and I was in pain, and that night too I didn't sleep really at all. And then the next day, on Monday, I was still feeling crappy, so my mom was like, yeah, you should definitely go get it checked out. So I went to the doctor's office and they listened to my heart and my breathing and all that, and the doctor was like, it seems like everything's fine, but we'll send you to get a chest x-ray just to be sure. So we got the chest x-ray. I went back to my doctor's office and she was like, yep, something's definitely wrong. We could tell right away that your lung is partially collapsed on the right side. And so they had to send me right away to the hospital. They were going to send me in an ambulance, but thankfully my grandma was there. And so she took me instead. So when we got to the hospital, they said what it was a spontaneous pneumothorax, and that is a collapsed lung that happens just spontaneously, random. There's no real cause. It wasn't like I was in an accident or hit by something. And they say it happens a lot in guys mainly, occasionally girls, and it is when usually really tall, skinny people, they go through a growth spurt, and it can just like happen and your lung collapses. And it was pretty strange for me because I really haven't had a big growth spurt, but they said it was kind of common since I was so tall. So basically they put me on an oxygen mask, and they said that it might get better within a few hours. Sometimes they can cure themselves. And so I was on oxygen for a few hours Monday, and then they kept doing chest x-rays, and they said that it was really big and that it wouldn't get better using oxygen. So they had to put in a chest tube. So they had a cardiothoracic surgeon who did my procedure, and basically what they do is they made an incision. Like they didn't knock me out for it. I was still like awake, but they gave me drugs, so like I don't remember it. My mom said my eyes were open the whole time, which is really creepy. And so they make an incision like on the side. It was over here on my right side, and they stick a tube through the skin, the muscle, in between your ribs and into your lung cavity. And obviously that's not comfortable. It's a small one. It's probably a little bit bigger than a straw, the tube. And then what they do is they took a bigger tube that was probably like this size maybe, and they stitch it into the skin around the area. So needless to say, that day I was really out of it after the drugs, in a ton of pain, and I ended up having the chest tube in for 2 days or so. I had it in till Wednesday, so like all night and stuff. It was really hard to breathe, to move, to do anything because the pain was just really bad. And so that really sucked. It was pretty traumatic for me, to be honest. I had an IV, all of that. They had to come like every 2 hours and give me different shots and things because I couldn't really move around a lot, so they didn't want my blood to clot, and just a mess. And the drugs they gave me to put the chest tube in were actually insane. Like, I remember being so out of it, but I remember being so freaked out because when I opened my eyes, like everything was blurry. So my mom and my grandma and a nurse was there, but I didn't know who they were. I couldn't recognize them, and I remember like I had before I went in to get the medicine and get the chest tube in, that they said like, oh, think happy thoughts beforehand because you'll have a lot of dreams when you're in there. And I mean, how was I going to have happy thoughts before that? I was like majorly stressing. I'm the type person, when I get my blood drawn, I feel like passing out. So when I took had the drugs that they like injected into me, I literally kept having the same dream over and over again. And I literally thought I died. I'm not even kidding. I thought I was like dead. And my mom was like, I kept asking like, am I alive? Who am I? Who are you people? But it really wasn't at all at the time because it is a very serious thing. Basically, yeah, I was in the hospital till Wednesday. They took the chest tube out and I left within a few hours, like that night. And so I've kind of had a lot of pain since then. I was home for about 2 days, and then on Friday I actually started having horrible chest pain again, so I had to go to the ER, and they did some more chest x-rays, and they said that the pneumothorax is still there. It's a very small one. It wasn't big like it was before, but I still do kind of have a partially collapsed lung. That's why, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of short of breath just talking right now. And so I just really have to take it easy until I get cleared to do stuff, because I get tired really easily. Like if I walk up the stairs, I can get out of breath. When I talk like this, I can get out of breath. Basically everything. And then when I was in the hospital too, I like didn't sleep at all. And I didn't eat at all either. So I'm just kind of all kinds of messed up. My sleep schedule, my eating schedule. And like I can't lift things more than 10 pounds, just a bunch of stuff. And I still, like, it's gotten a lot better since then. It's been about 5 days since I've been out of the hospital. This is the first day I've actually, like, changed my outfit and not been in pajamas and put on some makeup to film this for you guys. But, yeah, so I'm still taking pain medicine for it, and it's pretty painful still, so that's why I haven't been posting. I'm really sorry about that, but there's honestly nothing I could do. Obviously, I posted an Instagram to let you guys know, and you guys were super nice about it, and I'm sure you will be in the comments, but that is just why I haven't been posting. Thanks for being considerate and understanding, and I hope to be posting again soon. Every day gets a little better, like I said, so hopefully I go the 30th to, like, hopefully get an x-ray, and they'll say that it's completely better and I'm cleared to like go about doing normal things, because I really can't do a lot, because if I jump or if I hit it or if I were to like lift something really heavy, it can have it happen again, and I'm not trying to get a chest tube in my side again. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. I figured I'd tell you the story of what happened. I have tons of pictures, as you could tell from it. I like documented it. My mom took a lot of pictures, and so yeah, that's all. I just wanted to tell you my story about what happened. Maybe it's happened to you. I had a few people comment on my Instagram saying it's happened to them, so it's a pretty common thing. But that is why I haven't been posting lately. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. I love you guys so much.